Christmas. Yeah, so today I'm here specifically for teachers again. Not just teachers, even trainers of trainers, the TOTs. I'm also here for people who deliver lessons, even for banks, for different organizations. It's not all about learners. Everywhere, even when you need feedback after you've delivered even the slides, you need to assess whether they have gained the knowledge. Yeah, so I'm here to talk about gamification. Actually, it's something I've learned this new week, and I want to make it my intention come 2025 that I will be a pro. Right now, I'm an amateur. When I was listening to a live by Frida Ngari, and she was saying in the 21st century that some of the things that need to be integrated into the classroom include games and play. Yeah. I also got to join a Telegram group ran by Rashid Mzee. Yeah. So he talks about H1, I think, and J1 visas. Is it J1, the cultural visas, and I think HB visas for the United States of America. So there he was trying to give us a hint of how things are run in the States, how different it is, and how we can get to catch up in as much as we are in Africa. Yeah, because AI is everywhere. As long as you have an Android phone, an Apple phone, blah blah blah, you have the iPads, technology is there, so you have no excuse for not integrating AI, for not using games. Yeah, so you might ask, what is the future of gamification in education? So I would love to say that technology is here to stay, and even for those of us who are not tech savvy, we have no option but to catch up, to do our level best to learn. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to do coding, the robotics, but be open. So that, hi Charlie, where are you from? Yeah, so let's be open about learning, staying off grid. Look at the gig lady. Who is that? Merry Christmas. Hi. She sleeps with woman. No, I don't. Yeah, so I was saying that we need to be open to learn. Hello, real gamma. Yeah, so thank you for being here. Talking about gamification in education as well as learning for organizational psychology. So it's a new thing I've learned this week, and I thought to share. Stop being nasty to her. Thank you, at least independent. Hello, my name is Randy. Hi, my name is Ruth. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so we need to be open to catch up with some of these skills. Yeah, and someone might ask, what is gamification? So gamification is basically when you add game elements to non-game environments such as school. Some of the game elements include badges, we have the rewards, we have bonuses, we have different levels. Hi Nashi, she's so gay. No, I'm not. I'm a lady, man. Check. Come on. All right. I think it's so bad for someone to talk about sexual orientation, yet you have not even met me in real life. You haven't even interacted with me, have not even shared. So are you getting that from? Anyway, we continue. So you get to add those into non-game environments such as education. So in this context, I'm going to emphasize in education because that is my niche. Yeah. Why gamification? Why should we adopt gamification? So the first reason is because we want engagement in class. You want something that is interactive, so you use games. I believe at least most of us have played the game Temple Run, so at least you have a clue of how games are. So you get to tap on that intrinsic motivation to achieve for increased learning. Yeah, so that is one reason. Another thing is to bring the competition element, but in this case it is to foster social learning, because there'll be many people and they're trying to get the information, they're trying to solve a certain problem. So yeah, it gets to foster social engagement as well. So in short, collaboration. The other thing is because you want real-time feedback. So maybe a student has played a game, they don't know the answer honestly, and they seek a clue. Obviously some of the bonus will go out. Yeah, they will be penalized, but at least they get a clue and they know where to correct instantly. So that's another reason as to why we need gamification. I also wrote that we need gamification because it makes learning to be fun. We want to transform our classes so that they're not the boring classes that were done centuries back. Yeah, we want it to be a bit different, to be fun. And in a situation whereby it's learner-centered. It's not the teacher who is just talking and talking and talking. No, we want the learning, as well as the learners, to be active in their education. So gamification does the trick. Another reason is to foster better understanding, especially for languages and assimilation of concepts. Like for those who have learned a new language, you have gone to apps like Duolingo, they get to use games, so you're able to learn at your own pace. Yeah, using the games. Another thing, as to why we need gamification, is to inculcate decision making. Why are you choosing a certain answer and not the other answer? For example, if I ask which is the longest river in the world, someone might say maybe River Nile, someone might say River Amazon, River Rhine, and they need to come up with a reason why they think that is the longest river. So that fosters research as well as decision making. Yeah. Another reason as to why we need gamification is because it ensures that education is an area that is now making students to be enthusiastic. They are looking forward to learn. It's not the boring stuff. Yeah. Another thing is to build confidence. You can imagine when now you're getting even a bonus, you're moving to the next level. It boosts your esteem. Unlike when we are doing grading and we tell you you got an E, you've not approached the expectation. Here you're moving from level to level. So as such, even the small bonuses, the coins, the stars, the badges. I remember like during the COVID-19 period, for Facebook, it brought this game element, whereby you will see the rising stars, others were conversation starters, others many things, founders, members. So if someone wanted maybe to be a conversationalist, they will see that they're making an impact. Even when you're commenting and you can see someone has a certain point, you're being even recognized as a fan, it makes you to continue engaging. Yeah, so that's another reason as to why we need games. I also got to read to say that gamification ensures that we improve on time management. I've been emphasizing on time management. If you haven't watched that video on time management, also consider it, especially for games, because there's a time failure to which maybe there's a bell that has hit that alarm, so you're able to monitor the progress, because if you have not hit the target by the time that time has lapsed, you get penalized. At the same time, you get to see that through gamification we get to have goals. As a teacher, we have worksheets, we have lesson plans, and in these lesson plans we have the objectives, and we usually say that this objective should not only be learner centered, should also be smart, in that it is time bound, it is specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's realistic. So we need to do that. Even for the learner themselves, they get to set the goals. What do they want to achieve by the end of a certain period? Yeah. So gamification ensures that we have better, or encourages goal setting and visions. Yeah, it also gets to develop critical thinking. So for you to move to the next level, you see you're in that mode that I need to achieve. So you have to do your level best to get the correct answer, if to avoid even those penalties. So yeah, there's that seriousness that gets to be there. Another thing, it ensures the learners have better retention, because gamification enhances memory. Let's say you're using it to teach, let's say, action of rivers. They can see a river, it has different features at different profiles. Maybe at the young profile you'll be seeing waterfalls, potholes, there'll be gorges, and they're seeing all this, so they'll be able to remember that information because they're seeing the pictures there. They're maybe even getting to find the gradient of the river. As the river continues to progress, it will start meandering like a snake. So they're able to retain that concept until it reaches the old stage, whereby now you'll start to see the natural levees, etc. So it ensures memory retention, which is quite helpful, especially for the content-based curriculums like the 844. Yeah. And that will ensure that someone is competent. Yeah. Another thing, it ensures contextual practice. You're able to practice depending on the context. For example, the action of rivers, a topic in geography, you're able to know that at a certain stage it has started to meander. The next thing you will be seeing perhaps is the incision and how the oxbow lake will be formed. So it helps to do contextual practice. It also promotes cultural exploration, because as we continue asking questions, perhaps which river maybe is between which river flows from south to north. So through that you're able to learn. Maybe we might ask, which community in Africa perhaps has a nomadic culture. So someone could guess it is obviously among either the Nilotes, the plain Nilotes, or it could be the Kushites. For example, the Fulanis, we have the Maasais, blah blah blah. So it ensures cultural learning. So it also ensures that we get to narrow theory and real life application. What are we saying? Some of the apps like which one can we use today? Like New Generation Genius. Yeah, at least it gives you real life examples. Like someone might ask, why do we even learn cube roots? How will they help me in real life? So you get to use the games as to enhance what is learned in class versus what is being taught. Okay, what is learned in class, the theory, the class knowledge, versus real life application. For example, you're teaching business and you're teaching about national security exchange, and you're talking about bonds. You can have a simulation of that game, how someone goes and buys those bonds, the shares. Yeah. So those are some of the advantages of gamification. Um yeah, that's what I've shared. In the next live, perhaps I'm going to be sharing about some of the apps, or I just get to mention. You can use Kahoot, Class Dojo, we have Classcraft, we have Edmundo, Gimme, quizzes, Duolingo for the languages. I also dropped a video how I was able to use Factfile, the free version, to gamify my class. Yeah, so let's be open. AI is here to stay, games are here to stay. Let's make our classes fun instead of boring. Let them be learner centered. We call them heuristic methods. Yeah, let's be teachers who are adaptable and willing to learn and embrace technology, integrate technology. Yeah. Also, let's be flexible. Yeah, sometimes you could be asking, but the time I'm maybe constructing a game, it might take time. But you realize, if you're open and flexible enough, you get to find even ways to partner with others to make games for your learning. Yeah. So hope you've learned. There's a question someone asked: what is the benefit of gamification learning as it pertains to mental health? In short, what is the mental health benefit of gamification in learning? I believe it makes learning less stressful. It's a lazy way of doing things, because instead of having to even cram the content, you find that there are cues there to give you the next answer. Yeah, so I think that is one of the way in which gamification helps as far as mental health is concerned. It makes learning less stressful for the teacher as well as the learner. Yeah, and reduces the cramming of content, the rote learning. So yeah, at least it's practical, it's engaging, it is all things that you can think, it's fun. Yeah. Oh, it also gets to boost ICT skills. Yeah, because you get to engage with different skills. Like today, got to learn about how to use Factfile. Tomorrow, maybe I'll be using Desmas or Desmond. Yeah, such things. So every day, at least, you get to acquire some of these skills. Because truth be said, you could be having all the certificates, but the hands-on skills will speak more for you. So both as a teacher and as a learner, through integration of ICT, because for teachers now we are at the forefront in teaching these ICT skills, the information communication technology skills, to students or learners or pupils who are in the information era. Yeah, and they are going to face IT everywhere. So we have no option but to build the best foundation possible for them. Yeah, so let's endeavor to transform our lessons to revolutionize online learning as well as physical lessons. I believe like for us teachers, language teachers, we get to use games for engaging students. Let's say in terms of awarding marks for work, like a debate, who say the most points, were they convincing enough, we get to reward. So that's a way of ensuring there's engagement. So I hope you just get to customize. There's no it all. game. So it's all about integrating these games to ensure learning continues. Yeah. Where have people gone? I can just see hi, Nashi Lazmi. Right. So until next time, bye bye. Have a Merry Christmas. Hopefully, in the next lesson, we shall come to see the core gamification principles. We shall get to look at how gamification meets AI so as to drive engagement in learning programs. You can get to learn about the myths concerning gamification. Yeah. So because it's already midnight, I wish you all the best. Until next time, bye.